Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Historical Humans Reacts. And today we are sharing some tragic news to come out of Seattle, where a Picasso, a Rembrandt, and Escher artworks are feared to be lost after the Davidson Gallery in Seattle caught on fire just Friday.
Yep. The gallery, it believes, was set aflame when several fires, which were made in the back alley, presumably by homeless individuals in an effort to ward off the absolutely frigid temperatures of this past week, grew out of control and proceeded to ignite the gallery.
Yeah, and what what happened is obviously the fire spread to the three-story building. Nobody was harmed, according to the gallery's manager, Rebecca McDonald. However, several pieces of the collection were damaged and destroyed, which is really tragic because what happened is the gallery itself is about to move locations to a new space. And in preparation of the move, they moved most of their collections from storage into the building, leaving them vulnerable to damage. And right now, they're trying to see what's left, what's there, what can be saved, and what is fully damaged.
Yep. The gallery manager did say that they are confident that most of the works involved will be salvageable and will be ultimately all right. However, it is unknown at this time the extent of the damage to works themselves. In addition to direct contact from fire, heat itself can be quite hazardous to a number of these works, especially the older ones.
Oh, it's everything involved. It's heat, it's the smoke, it's the water. One of the things they note is actually in responding to the fire, firefighters were praised by the gallery because they actually took efforts while fighting to preserve a lot of the artworks while they were fighting the blaze. So that's honestly a huge prop to the firefighters because they understood the job. They understood what they were doing and how they needed to assess the situation.
Yeah,
The situational awareness is next level.
they understood that the scenario was a rather unusual one, and they were able to respond accordingly. I.e., not just simply blast the wall with the most powerful hose you have.
And the sad thing is, right now the gallery is triaging a lot of their artworks, and they said it'll be weeks before they know exactly what is damaged. And one of the ways they do this is referencing what's there versus what they have on their records and in their collections and what they know is damaged. And they just need to see how extensive the damage is and if some pieces can be salvaged, if some pieces can actually be fixed. And it just it's tragic. It's sad seeing artworks like this. Like, this gallery isn't a museum. It's actually I believe a dealer. I don't think it's an auction house, but it's known for selling the works. But just it's heartbreaking to see, especially when you have such prominent artists such as Picasso, Rembrandt, and Escher, whose artworks throughout time are just getting destroyed. And I don't know, they're already a valuable commodity, and there's definitely something to say about the value of some of these artworks, but I don't
A
know.
little less every year.
Yeah, especially when tragic things like this keep happening that you really can't control. Like, it's sad because most of the United States this past week has been dealing with a terrible cold wave, and unfortunately for Seattle, they have a very large homeless population. And the argument.
Yeah, the people just trying to survive, and the results of when that spirals out of anyone's control. Uh, in this case, is a damage to a number of historical artworks, which I will say the gallery has announced that the extent of the damage is not as much as they had initially feared it would be, given the extent of the fire.
Well, yeah, just given a fire in an art gallery, you instantly think the worst, especially as they stated that when you first walk into the gallery, it's just black. Everything's charred, everything's burnt.
Yep. And compare that with like the pre-fire image that the article provides. For like you can see, it's a white wall gallery. It's supposed to look the opposite of dark.
And I'm just curious, once the as bad as the saying is, once the dust settles, once the ash settles, it'll be curious to see just how extensive the damages are and what artworks specifically have been lost, especially if it is the Picasso, Rembrandt, Goya, especially as they're the ones feared to have been destroyed. But yeah, anyways, just figured this would be a quick little video. Nothing too special, a little bit shorter than usual, but kind of a tragic event that we felt was poignant enough to sit here and discuss for a minute, you know?
Sometimes the history happens in real time, and that's part of what this series is about, is responding to what is happening right now in the world regarding our history.
Yeah, art history is history. I hate to break it to some of the elitists out there, and, you know, works by some these masters. Yeah. Artistic expression. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.